Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
I feel like I've been storing up a whole pile of little tiny news stories.
Okay, so we're gonna get a bunch of
Little things that could be interesting things. First off, I have heard that Dakota Johnson from Madam Web is being eyed for a big role in an undisclosed Star Wars movie.
An undisclosed one?
50 Shades of Star Wars.
50 Shades of Skywalker?
Is she also a Skywalker?
Why not? Everybody else is.
I don't know. After Madam Web, I would question putting her in anything. I'm sorry to say that, but
that wasn't her fault, though.
No, and most of the actors in it did come out and say that it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, that kind of sucked, though, because you attacked the project that you were in. It's a complicated thing, but we watched it and we laughed at it.
We had a good time laughing at it, actually.
Yeah, it was bad. But in a fun way, yeah.
It's like they weren't intending to make a campy, horrible movie, but that's exactly what they made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the best, though. When you try to make something kind of campy and stupid, it usually is just stupid. But when you try to make something serious and it ends up that way, that's when it's funny.
Yeah. Like Masters of the Universe.
No.
Flash Gordon.
That's different. Those were just...
And the Guyver.
Those are misunderstood.
They all took themselves very seriously and are enjoyed for their camp.
Misunderstood masterpieces. We should have a whole series about those where we watch them.
Misunderstood.
I would love to rewatch Masters of the Universe and kind of do
I like that
Mystery
movie.
Science Theater 3000
I've always
kind of thing.
liked that movie. Yes.
I loved that movie. I didn't realize
question why they did it on Earth, but when I originally watched it, I didn't know much about He-Man, so it didn't bother me.
I loved He-Man, and it didn't bother me because it was He-Man. You know what I mean? I didn't question oh, why aren't we staying on Eternia? Why are we going to Earth? Why is there a magic accordion that travels through time and space?
The characters, I thought, aside from
the
human
key.
cast,
yeah.
I thought the
Courtney Cox is in
Eternian
there.
characters were really good.
Yeah, I thought they were good and they should have been on Eternia.
I thought He-Man looked on point. I thought
Dolph
he did a
Lundgren,
great job. I mean, we didn't see Prince Adam, but that's no loss.
Well, it's debatable.
Skeletor, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Evil Lyn was good.
Looks good.
Beastman, they all looked really good.
And then they made up some new ones, too. Yeah, I thought they were all, just on appearance and everything, I thought they were all fine. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I don't see that
I thought it was a good movie, but that's me.
Yeah, I still like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're rambling. You said we have tidbits, so let's get to more tidbits.
Well, we also don't know, like I said, what movie Dakota Johnson's even being eyed for. It could be Dawn of the Jedi. It could be Starfighter, because we know that they're casting for that right now.
Yeah.
So we're up in the air on that.
It's probably that one, right?
You think Starfighter?
It's got to be.
I think probably Starfighter. It's a good chance it's Starfighter.
Yeah.
All right, next fun piece of news. So Beau Willimon, who worked on Andor, he kind of talked about Saw Gerrera's speech, when he huffs
his huffing speech, yeah.
His huffin' McPuffin speech. Huffin' while puffin'.
Huffin' or puffin' while huffin'. I don't know. It's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm. And he talked about what that speech kind of offers to the show, and I think it's really interesting. He said, you don't start out saying, okay, we're going to have a big speech for Saw Gerrera, where he sort of outlines his thesis and his motivation, in that we try to do something impactful that will blow a lot of people's minds. You really just start from a very pedestrian place of crafting a story, and there were a few things going on in the episode that contributed to that speech. We wanted to show how the formation of the rebellion is an amalgamation of all these extremely disparate parts, that it's a spectrum stretching from a senator on Coruscant to the insanity of Saw Gerrera and his motley crew out there in the middle of nowhere. We really wanted to show how these things coexist. Despite being so far apart and so different, whatever nobility and pomp and circumstance there is in the Senate, on the other end of the spectrum, there is the madness that is Saw Gerrera. I think the big surprise at the end of the scene is even Saw Gerrera is welcome. You're a part of our tribe, and we're a part of yours. It's the least likely place you expect to hear it, that we all share this insanity of wanting to change the galaxy and fight the powers that be. It connects us. Even a guy who most of the time is like, I don't want to have anything to do with anyone else.
I mean, we all have our own rebellion. We all have our own reasons, or they all have their own reasons for fighting, and Saw is there for the Redonium, I think.
Well, no, I think
I'm
it
kidding,
is
yes.
really well put, really interesting, the fact that you can think on, he's crazy and mad, and he's going to extremes with his group, with the partisans, but they're on the same side. As
they are trying to accomplish
the Senate
the same
fighting
goal.
for them, as the more organized cells of the rebellion. that they're all like same team and they'll work together when they have to.
Yeah, like when they have to work with 30 men.
Plus Krieger.
Exactly. Or when you leave them high and dry. And yeah.
Wow. You had to go there, right?
Well,
Got to cut him down?
they didn't have to. They could have tried to save him, but then they blow their cover, or their spy, I should say.
We
Anyway,
should say.
Would Saul be put into House Hufflepuff? Just a question.
I like that too much.
You laughed more. I thought you were going to give me one of those looks like you're not even including that in the video, are you?
Puff the Magic Dragon?
Oh, that's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of the same and different, yeah.
He's puffing the Magic Rhydonium?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I would make that into a parody song.
There we go. We got to do it. It's been like a year, I think, since you did a parody song.
Well, yeah, because one of them kind of caught some copyright flag.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll happen. You got AI stuff now. They can change the music up.
Good,
You'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine now.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Just let the computers do it.
I just have to write the entire song and figure out how to do it and send you away so I can actually perform it.
I know. You sing in front of me all the time, but except for when you're like performing for like others, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't sing in front of you when it's like quiet and nothing's going on. It's like if I'm singing along with a song, it's one thing.
You sing to the cats too.
That's different.
One of them has a song.
She has a song.
And she will come running when you sing that song.
It's her Sweet Kiss from The Witcher.
You changed the lyrics a little bit, yes.
Well, like I put her name in it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same lyrics, but yeah. She just doesn't matter what she's doing, where she is. It's that song. No other song.
No, that's the song that she'll come running because it's time for her to get some pets. Kylo just looks at me
Kylo's
like,
don't sing to me, woman.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, no, my other cat, who I used to
Your
have,
other cat. Whoa.
I had her for a long time. But yeah, she was. You loved
Evie,
her too.
okay.
Yeah, Evie.
You're talking about
she
that.
had a song too.
Yeah, she did.
She also enjoyed me singing.
She did.
So if you've never checked out, I guess, those Meme Mondays that have parody songs, they exist.
They do.
They're out there. They might actually say that somewhere in the description. You just have to look for them. There's two.
We should probably get to more tidbits instead of talking about your singing and cats.
Should we do one more tidbit?
Sure. How many do you got over there? You got like notes? There's
Post-it notes.
It's like that
news,
meme where they're like, there's the conspiracy theory meme. With,
okay.
Always Sunny.
One more tidbit then, because, tidbits are fun. And
tidbits.
I like to save for them. Yeah.
Okay.
The new Superman movie that comes out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about it because...
super excited?
Yeah. Not as excited as you. I mean, no one can say there's a man more super...
I'm wearing a Superman shirt right now.
Super excited to see it.
I am literally wearing a Superman shirt.
You are. Yeah.
Not planned at all.
You are a man who is super excited.
Yes.
A Superman of excitement.
It's getting old now. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Get us a tidbit.
Rumor has it they are borrowing something from Star Wars in the new James Gunn Superman movie.
Okay.
That would be an opening crawl.
Okay.
Yeah, they're putting an opening crawl at the beginning of Superman to explain kind of where the universe is at before you kind of delve in, because this is a very different universe than the Man of Steel. This is, look, there's already Green Lanterns and Hawk Girls and
I'm curious how that's going to
Mr.
go.
Terrifics, and yeah, so they're kind of going to give you an opening crawl to give you a state of the DC universe.
State of the Union address? Okay.
No, a state of the DC universe.
Universe, yes.
Before you delve deep into the movie.
That's weird.
I'm okay with it.
I think it's going to go over a lot of people's heads. And I'm trying to make a pun there, a Superman pun there. Because a lot of people I know, and I'm sure others, they have the casual comic book fans who like, I know Superman and I watch some MCU stuff, but they don't really know some of these characters. I think they're going to be lost.
Do you think it could be their kryptonite?
I do. I don't remember who I was talking to, but they said I don't get the trailer. Like, who are all these people in the trailer?
Oh, no. They don't know the Justice Leagues?
Yeah. They know Superman, and they know, like, Batman.
They don't know the multiple Green Lanterns?
No, they don't. They missed that movie from, 10 years ago, which we saw in a theater.
Yeah, but
together.
Guy Gardner wasn't even...
No.
No.
That was Hal Jordan.
It was Hal.
Yeah.
Good old Hal.
Yeah, which Deadpool assassinated that
He
version.
did. He took care of things.
Yeah, he did.
It's funny because a Marvel character destroyed a DC one.
Yeah. Well, they
sort of.
They
crossed
tiptoed around
the line.
Yeah, they tiptoed around the copywriting issues there.
Yeah, I think we definitely are going to do a Superman review when it comes out.
Oh, absolutely. I love Superman. Christopher Reeve was my guy.
I think we're also going to do Fantastic Four when it comes out in July, because they're coming out at the end of the month. And we may be doing Ironheart. There's 3
I
episodes
think
on
we're
tonight.
gonna watch it.
Last night?
Last night. It's tonight.
then
It's
3
actually gonna
episodes next
start
week?
really soon right here for us.
What?
Yeah, like really soon because spoiler alert, we record these the night before and I edit them in the morning. But
You mean you edit them when I'm at work?
yeah, you used to edit them, and then the
At
quality
night.
went up when I started to edit them.
I'm sure it did. The openings probably aren't as fun.
No, they're not.
No Ewok
I've had the
chasing you
same.
around or anything.
I've been asking you to start do an opening. We had an idea for one.
Yeah.
Where it'd be like an old school like news tower, like do do do.
Hey,
do,
don't
news
give
from
it
the
away.
moon.
If I figure it
No,
out.
if they made it this
to do
far
it-
into this video, which is 90% us just talking about cats and Superman, they deserve to know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but you haven't had the time to do that.
No.
And you're not like a professional editor. You kind of the ending. You did the ending, our outro.
The hammer?
I was impressed with that.
I hand animated that.
Yeah, you did.
I
Like
drew it.
old school,
I did
like
the whole thing
Walt
with
Disney in a
with
studio
I
kind
used
of
a
thing.
flip
Yeah.
book type thing, and
Yeah,
I drew the whole thing out, and you were like, "That's pretty nice."
It
I'm
was
like, Thanks.
cool. Yeah.
I
You were
spent
just
a
doing
lot
it
of time-
initially,
yeah.
and I'm like, why don't we turn that into a like outro, and you could put a little subscribe because I said put the subscribe in there because that's.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
because first I did the hammer smashing the like button because
Yeah.
I was like, "Look, hit the like button,
Yeah.
get it," and then you're like, "Oh, they need to subscribe."
Yeah, because you're not a YouTube channel unless you tell people to like and subscribe, which I
Yeah.
don't. I never do that on my channel. You
No,
guys-
it says it at
people
the
know
end.
that,
It's
yeah.
right there, and people know how to do it if they want. to.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, when
Mm-hmm.
I have one pet peeve on YouTube.
Notifications, hit the little bell.
I don't care if you
Pushing-
do it. My pet peeve is like the first thing you do in your video is like sure you like and subscribe. Like, let me see your video first, and then if I liked it, I will probably give you a like. And
Wait, do I have to like and subscribe before I can watch the video? Is
see
that
that
like,
it's my
the
pet
toll?
peeve. I don't know. I'm just like don't go there until
Okay.
you've actually shown the video. If you want to do it later on or even midway, okay, but usually do it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think that's going to be all we got for you this time. So you know what you got to do now. If you like the video, you hit the little thumbs
No,
up. And
I don't like you doing this. It's
No,
uncomfortable.
I don't
Just
like
stop.
it.
Just stop.
I'll let your outro do it instead. Ta-da!
That was not planned.
That was not planned. None of this was planned.
Nothing's ever
It is-
planned in this
we
house.
never. 99% of the time I don't even know what the stories are going to be. I have
we
no
gotta-
idea what your
we
tidbits
haven't
are going to
done.
be.
We missed a day on Discord the other day. We've been playing the word.
Oh, yeah, the
puzzles,
word-
because we have a channel now for word puzzles.
We do.
and it's super fun.
Sometimes we get like trucks driving by our house at
Yeah.
100 miles per hour.
Go
But anyway, yeah. That's going to be all we got for this time. Take the comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.